In the heart of the Appalachian wilderness, where the ancient mountains cradle secrets as old as time itself, a community of off-grid dwellers had carved out an existence that bridged the gap between past and future. Their settlement, known as Whispering Pines, was a tapestry of sustainable living practices, woven with threads of primordial wisdom. Amelia Hawthorne, a woman in her mid-60s with silver-streaked hair and eyes that held the depth of countless stories, stood at the edge of a verdant meadow. Her calloused hands, testament to decades of working the land, gently caressed the delicate leaves of a plant unlike any other on Earth. The stellaris herb, as they called it, grew in abundance here, its iridescent petals shimmering with an otherworldly light. "Another bountiful harvest," Amelia murmured, her voice carrying a hint of both pride and trepidation. She knew that this herb, cherished by beings from beyond the stars, was both their greatest treasure and their most dangerous secret. It had lots of properties, and one in particular, that could move the minds of the entire universe, and this soon would be put to the test. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of lavender and gold, Amelia made her way back to the heart of the settlement. The air was filled with the rich aroma of freshly baked bread, and the earthy scent of herbs drying in the communal barn. Children's laughter echoed through the trees, a reminder of the vibrant life they had cultivated here, far from the prying eyes of the outside world. In the central gathering area, illuminated by the warm glow of solar-powered lanterns, sat Ezra Chen, a man whose weathered face bore the marks of a life lived in harmony with nature. His eyes, sharp and alert despite his advanced years, scanned the darkening sky with practiced vigilance. "They'll be here soon," Ezra said as Amelia approached, his voice a low rumble that seemed to resonate with the very earth beneath their feet. Amelia nodded, settling beside him on the hand-carved wooden bench. "The Nocturnians have never missed a trade in 60 years. Why would they start now?" As if in answer to her rhetorical question, a shimmering distortion appeared in the night sky. To the untrained eye, it might have looked like nothing more than a trick of light, a fleeting aurora. But Amelia and Ezra knew better. They watched as the cloaked ship descended, its outline barely visible against the starry backdrop. The ship touched down in a clearing designed for this very purpose, its landing as silent as a falling feather. A hatch opened, revealing two tall, slender figures. Their skin was a deep midnight blue, dotted with bioluminescent patterns that pulsed gently in the darkness. The Nocturnians, as the people of Whispering Pines had come to know them, moved with a fluid grace that seemed almost ethereal. "Greetings, friends of Earth," the taller of the two spoke, its voice a melodious hum that seemed to bypass the ears and resonate directly within the mind. "We come again for the trade." Amelia stepped forward, a basket of the stellaris herb cradled in her arms. "Welcome, friends from the stars. We have prepared the herb as always." The exchange was swift and practiced. For the herb, the Nocturnians offered jars of a golden substance that glowed with an inner light, a form of honey produced by creatures on their home world, possessing properties that had revolutionized medicine within the Whispering Pines community. As the trade concluded, Ezra noticed a flicker of unease in the Nocturnian's luminous eyes. "Is something amiss?" he asked, his intuition honed by years of these clandestine meetings. The aliens exchanged a glance before the shorter one spoke. "We fear our secret, our trade, may not remain hidden much longer. Other races have begun to whisper of Earth's treasure. Some seek to find it for themselves." A chill ran down Amelia's spine. "What does this mean for us? For Earth?" "We cannot say with certainty," the taller Nocturnian replied. "But we urge caution. The herb you cultivate is more precious than you know. In the wrong hands, it could shift the balance of power in our galaxy." With those ominous words lingering in the air, the Nocturnians bid farewell, their ship disappearing into the night sky with barely a whisper. Amelia and Ezra stood in silence for a long moment, the weight of this new information settling upon them like a heavy cloak. As they walked back to the settlement, Amelia's mind raced. "We can't let this escalate into some sort of intergalactic conflict," she mused aloud. "There has to be a way to turn this situation to our advantage." Ezra nodded thoughtfully. "You're right. We've always prided ourselves on finding innovative solutions. Perhaps it's time we applied that thinking on a cosmic scale." Over the next few days, the elders of Whispering Pines gathered in intense discussion. Ideas were proposed, debated, and discarded. It was during one of these sessions that Zoe, Amelia's granddaughter and a free spirit with an infectious enthusiasm, burst into the meeting with an unexpected suggestion. "What if," she said, her eyes sparkling with excitement, "instead of hiding, we invite them all here? Like the biggest party the galaxy has ever seen." The room fell silent, all eyes turning to the young woman. Amelia was the first to speak. "Zoe dear, I'm not sure you understand the gravity of the situation." But Zoe pressed on, her voice gaining confidence. "No, think about it. We've been so focused on secrecy. But what if openness is the answer? We could showcase Earth's beauty, our sustainable lifestyle, and yes, the Stellaris herb, but on our terms." As the idea took root, the community began to warm to it. They spent weeks planning, reaching out to their Nocturnian friends to spread the word across the stars. The Stellaris herb was cultivated in greater quantities than ever before, and the settlement buzzed with anticipation. When the day finally arrived, the sky above Whispering Pines came alive with ships of all shapes and sizes. Beings from across the galaxy descended upon the Appalachian wilderness, their diverse forms and colors creating a spectacle unlike anything Earth had ever seen. The humans of Whispering Pines rose to the occasion magnificently. They set up stands showcasing their sustainable technologies, offered tours of their herb gardens, and prepared a feast that combined the best of Earth's cuisine with exotic ingredients, gifted by their galactic guests. "This party is so good. These powerful herbs are really starting to kick in. I can see why Earth will make a fantastic galactic tourist destination, and a refreshing break from all that combat my people are used to," a brutish, tall, and imposing leader of the Throxans said with a buzzed look upon his face, discussing his views with another alien race, which under normal circumstances would not have been possible. Amelia found herself at the center of it all, a translator device gifted by the Nocturnians allowing her to communicate with the myriad species. She spoke of Earth's history, of humanity's struggles and triumphs, and of the community's vision for a harmonious future. The Stellaris herb, rather than being a source of conflict, became a symbol of unity. Alien botanists marveled at its properties. The ability to calm any situation was absolutely amazing, and a key factor in stopping an all-out war between the hundreds of alien species gathered at the Galactic Party, trading knowledge and techniques with the humans. Diplomatic relations were established, cultural exchanges initiated, and friendships forged across species boundaries. As the celebration reached its peak, with music from a dozen worlds filling the air and the night sky ablaze with the lights of orbiting ships, Ezra found Amelia at the edge of the gathering. "Well," he said with a chuckle, "I think we can safely say this isn't quite how our ancestors imagined first contact." Amelia laughed, her eyes twinkling. "No, but I think they'd be proud. We've turned a potential crisis into an opportunity for growth and understanding." As they watched a group of bioluminescent beings teaching human children a dance from their homeworld, Zoe approached, her face flushed with excitement. "Grandma, you won't believe this. The Galactic Council wants to make Earth an official hub for interstellar cultural exchange. They're calling it the Cosmic Crossroads." Amelia's eyebrows shot up in surprise. "Well, I suppose we'd better start planning for more guests then." And so, the small off-grid community that had once sought to escape the complexities of modern life found itself at the forefront of a new era of galactic cooperation. Earth, once a hidden gem in the cosmic expanse, became known throughout the stars as the go-to destination for those seeking knowledge, adventure, and the galaxy's best parties. The Stellaris herb, now cultivated openly and shared freely, became a symbol of Earth's unique place in the universe. And at the heart of it all, the people of Whispering Pines continued their sustainable lifestyle, proving that sometimes the key to the future lies in a shared experience. The old ways of running the Earth slowly began to fade, making way for a new future.